Howdy. As you can see, it is morning again. It's about 8 o'clock on Tuesday, October 27th, 2009. We are in Watson Lake, continuing our travels north and west. And the report is that it's crunchy for the first 50-60 miles, and then it gets better after that. So we're starting out early as usual, got a full tank of fuel, all the usual, and we're heading for Whitehorse today. It's a little less than 300 miles, so it shouldn't be too bad. We'll take our time and head on down the road. So, say hello and farewell to Watson Lake, Yukon Territory, en route to Whitehorse.
On the mighty Yukon, lived an Athabascan named Medicine John. His grandpa taught him how to play that old beat-up fiddle in the Indian way. He was born on the Yukon, he's the one who'd sleep to the owl. He was born on the Yukon, he could make that old fiddle howl. He'd play the songs his grandpa played when the steamboats came up the river to trade. In the music we gathered nearly everyone in the village to dance beneath the midnight sun. And he was born on the Yukon, he's the one who'd sleep to the owl. He was born on the Yukon, he could make that old fiddle howl. And the village folks all spoke of him from the Bering Sea to the Kuskokwim. Talked of his fiddle and the sounds that it made and the times that they had when his fiddle it played. And he was born on the Yukon, he's the one who'd sleep to the owl. He was born on the Yukon, he could make that old fiddle howl. In the northern land on the mighty Yukon lived an Athabascan named Medicine John. His grandpa taught him how to play that old beat-up fiddle in the Indian way. He was born on the Yukon, he's the one who'd sleep to the owl. He was born on the Yukon, he could make that old fiddle howl. And he was born on the Yukon, he's the one who'd sleep to the owl. He was born on the Yukon, he could make that old fiddle howl. How was she to know she'd not see him again, and his boat would never pull back in the harbor? For the only life he'd known was of a fisherman, and she never thought the Mary Ann would flounder. She remembers well the day they christened her, with a party and a $20 bottle, and how she was surprised at her name fresh on the side, left there by the husband she would cuddle. Her gear it was all new, her deck was painted blue, and How she bowed when first she set in motion, but she iced up in the storm and just could not perform. And now she's on the bottom of the ocean. And as he hit the water, he cried aloud her name. Hey, Mary Ann, my love for you's undying. And if it were to me, I'd return from the sea, just to keep those pretty eyes from crying. Now silent in the night, beneath the harbor lights, a woman waits for her boat should be returned. And soon enough she'll know her husband and his boat are lying neath the ocean cold and churning. And how was she to know she'd not see him again?
Goodbye to my lady, goodbye to dry ground. I'm off to a place where the crab can be found. Raise your glass high, boys, you're drinking on me. I'm off to Dutch Harbor on the coal-bearing sea. The captain is waiting and the crew are all friends. We've been there before and we're going again. 5 miles from hell on the wave and the wind. Give me just one more drink, boys, before I begin. They're predicting there plenty of crab to be found. Without a good pay, well, it makes my heart pound. The roar of that diesel's been music.
All right, it is not quite 2 o'clock, and we are passing the outskirts of Whitehorse. It was a bit of a tricky drive out of Watson Lake, but it cleaned up remarkably after that, and the past couple 100 miles have been just clear and dry and fantastic. So since it's only 2 o'clock, I think I'm going to push on to Haines Junction and get another 100 miles under me and go from there. But I might stop and get some gas. So we'll see what happens. All right, we are indeed bypassing Whitehorse, Yukon Territory, and going on to Haines Junction. Like I said, the road is nice and dry, and weather seems to be good. A little bit of cloud up ahead, but not too bad. It should be about 2 hours to Haines Junction, and a few more miles behind us for the day. It's only 2 o'clock now. We're full of gas and ready to go.
Is waiting and the crew are all friends. We've been there before and we're going again. 5 miles from hell on the wave and the wind. Give me just one more drink, boys, before I begin. They're predicting there plenty of crab to be found. Without a good pay, well, it makes my heart pound. The roar of that diesel's been music to me. I'm off to Dutch Harbor on the coal-bearing sea. Toss the pots over, keep an eye on the line. Pray for the day that you see the sunshine in some other place where you'd much rather be than here in Dutch Harbor on the coal-bearing sea. Goodbye to my lady, goodbye to dry ground. I'm off to a place where the crab can be found. Raise your glass high, boys, you're drinking on me. I'm off to Dutch Harbor on the coal-bearing sea.
It is 4 o'clock on the dot, and we are pulling into Haines Junction. The road remained clear for a while out of Whitehorse, then we had some snow flurries, and then we had some more snow, and then we had some slush, but no big deal. So we made really good time, really good progress today, and I think I'll slow down. And so we're here. So we're going to find a place to stay here in Haines Junction and chart out our approach to back to the border tomorrow, and probably then on to Tok. So, welcome to Haines Junction on the AlCan Highway.